the app. You can book your schedule in, so your phone will remind you when you're going in. And the schedule becomes your personal schedule then. So if you're going to meet someone, for instance, you're going to miss a speaker, you know when you're going to be back for the next one, and so on. It's really easy. It's a no-brainer. So the conference is going to start with Simon Bowler opening it, and that's the convention opening at 1:30. And then it goes on to the beginning, and there are a few speakers there. Some important speakers, and speakers that have changed the face of the Juice Plus business, really. Susie Mitchell, who is the new development manager. And then there's Katie Ravey, John Holawati, and Rob Molyneux, who have been the leading lights in the big surge, and possibly the drop as well, but then the resurge of our business. And no matter what you think, no matter what you feel they've done, no matter how you relate to them, these are great people, very clever people. And if you want to be successful, you want to know what they've done and what they're doing. John Holawati comes up with some gems all the time. Katie Ravey has got a different life altogether now, and she's learning a lot. She's spending a lot of time in the States. And Rob is just Rob, and down to earth. And if Rob can do it, anyone can do it. So they're really worth looking at and watching and listening to in the conference. And I think you've got to go there with an open mind and really take on board what works for you and how you can take what they do into your business. And I think that's what this schedule is all about. After that, it's about branding yourself. And my team, we've been going through a social media school with a guy. And the system of things seems to be, first of all, you put your products into packages. That's what you do. You package your products, so you're selling more than one product at a time. We're just starting to have some great success with that in our team, and that's what you do. Then you brand yourself. You brand yourself around those packages. And this lady called Christine Lever, she's been quite successful at this, and she's a bit of an expert. She's a PND and a really good speaker, and she's going to tell us all about branding. And then the next one is attracting customers. There's quite a few speakers here. There's an EMD, a couple of EMDs, PMDs, NMDs, and they're from different areas. They're from Australia, they're from the UK, they're from different areas, and they'll all have different ways. Cassie Smith from the UK, lover or hater, she does 250 customers in a couple of months she's achieved. So whatever you think, there's something we can get from these people, and we don't have to do it exactly in the same way, but the way they do it, how they do it, and how they're successful at it, we can take some tips from that. And I think we've got to be really open-minded about this and about how they use social media. And maybe we don't want to live on it, but we can still mimic what they do and have our own success and mix it with our usual meet, like, no trust. So I think all these speakers have value, and it's a matter of taking what you want, what you need, and what you want from them, and what you wouldn't expect to get. Because I always find the most treasured gifts and the most treasured little things that happen are from the people I wouldn't expect it to come from in these conferences. So have a good listen to all of them. And then Inspiring Healthy Living is the amazing Nigel. So he's on at 15:30 on Friday. So make sure you listen to Nigel. He's up with the latest as always. He's now doing a lot in his clinic with cardiovascular health as well. So I don't know what he'll be speaking on exactly, but you can bet your life he'll be up with all the science. So don't miss Nigel. After that, we've got Inspiring Healthy Living. After Inspiring Healthy Living, we've got kids. And I'm looking forward to this one. We've got Emma Buckley. Emma Buckley's done a lot with children's health in America and in Ireland in the past. She's the consultant nutritionist and speaker for Juice Plus. It's going to be brilliant to listen to Emma again. And then there's a lady from Switzerland I don't know, Claudia. She's a PMD in Switzerland. And then there's Emma Snedden and Mary Penrose. And I know there's two new brilliant videos we're going to see from the NMD meeting, two super videos. One on the business and one on the children's health study. And Mary Penrose has played a big part in that. And the little bit of it we saw, they look like really great videos. So Amy McDermott joins that lot as well. So great, interesting speakers on the Children's Health Foundation and study. And they're on at, let me see the timing of that, they're on at 16:15 if Nigel gets off in time, which probably bank on that being a little bit late, I'd say. And then there's the guy called Shed Simov. I don't know anything about him. He's an ideas man, and he's a guest speaker. So I don't know whether Gordon knows anything about him or you do, James. But I've tried to look him up today, and I couldn't find out much about him. And the title of his is, it just says his name, so I don't know. After that is 2020, the future. So I don't know. Do either of you know anything about this speaker?
Yeah, if you Google him on YouTube, he's got a 40-minute introduction of loads of different things that he does. But he's an ideas guy, and what he's done is, over the course of his life, and he's only a young guy, he's actually developed things from literally nothing. But he's got an idea, and most people that have an idea don't do anything with it. He's actually followed all the way through. And one in particular that he shows on YouTube is, I'll post the link up. He developed something like, instead of happy birthday with candles, he got a Taiwan company to develop other candle, if you like, messages. And he sold 250,000 of these candles that said, "You're old." He just thought the idea, let's change it from happy birthday, and just simple things like that. So yeah, no, he's really amazing bloke.
Brilliant. Well, I didn't find him on YouTube, obviously, so that's
all right. Okay.
So yeah, I found a little bit about him on the internet, but it didn't give me that much information. Just said he was an ideas man who created something from nothing, more or less, and very clever at it and very successful. So brilliant. That sounds like something different, really something to look forward to. And then it's 2020. Which is Dan Holtzman and Sven, and that would be really exciting. We heard them speak in the NMD meeting, and I know they didn't tell us all the stuff that's going on there, and I think they've got quite a future plan for us, and we'll see what they've got to say. So don't miss that, whatever you do. And then after that, it's on to the team dinner.
Good. All right, Sue, and then the that's on the Friday.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got the following day as well.
And then you've got the following day as well. Yeah, I won't go through all of that. If you from there, I think you can see what's going to happen through the day. You need to get the app and you need to go and look through that. But what I'm telling you all is that some of these speakers you might think, oh, I'll miss that and I'll miss that, but don't miss too many of them if you're going out, because you never know what you get from all of them.
Yeah. Okay, Sue, that's fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Lee. I mean, that Friday is going to be absolutely awesome. And, I think the thing is with all of this is that, social media is something that we all have to grasp hold of. And of course, some of us are much more further down the line than others. But at the end of the conference, we are just going to be so up to speed. And Gordon was just telling me today that the company really want to follow an open source policy now, where everything that people are doing that is working is going to be shared with everyone across the whole company. So, they're very, very serious about everybody being able to get hold of these strategies and no one being left behind. So
I think most of the recognitions and things are going to be on that Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of recognition. Yeah. Okay, super. Well, look, let's go on. Thank you, Sue, very much indeed for that. And the key message for this is to get the app. Must get the app. Must get all our people to get the app, and also to use the app as a way of publicising the whole conference. So, if people are, not sure about whether to come, say, well, get the app and have a look and see what's going on, because it's just going to be amazing. And that should really fill people with excitement in terms of what's going to be happening. Because really, I mean, this is going to be an amazing 2 days. I mean, I think we have to grasp here that Juice Plus is at the forefront of any other company in our industry. No one is doing what we're doing. No one. Right. So if anybody says, oh, well, yeah, I've seen this before, you've never seen anything like this before. No one has ever seen anything like this before. So this is groundbreaking stuff, and we need to get absolutely everyone there. All right, so let's now hand over to Michelle, because Michelle, there's some really important things that we'd all like to know about the etiquette for the conference, how to get the most out of the conference. What would you say about that?
Oh, several things. Hi, everybody. Fantastic to see so many of you on the call tonight. Firstly, guys, take your guests and introduce them to everybody. You know, introduce them to your upline, your sideline, you know, really get them to know everybody there. And also, if you get the opportunity to introduce them to the speakers, I think that's really, really important. So looking after your guests and making sure that you're not just sat sort of looking after them and keeping them to yourselves, really get them talking to other people and find out who they resonate with, and find somebody within, you know, either our team or, you know, sidelines that, you know, that they've got something in common with. And I think that is really, you know, one of the biggest thing I get from the conferences is talking to, you know, other people. So first and foremost that. Secondly, notes. Make sure you go armed with notepad, pen, and take, you know, as many notes as you can, because, you know, the notes that you take are not only to remind yourselves of what we've learned, but also to be able to share with the people that didn't make it. So, you know, our notes are really to help us teach and train the rest of our team. So again, take as many notes as you possibly can. I know a couple of people have been asking me about dress, what to wear. The Friday night party. So I think for the conference itself, whatever you're comfortable in, and there will be people that are quite dressed up and there will be people that are incredibly casual. So I would say go with whatever you're most comfortable with. I think that's the most important thing, is that you're really, really comfortable. You know, you are sat around for a long time. So comfortable dress for the conference itself, for the Friday and Saturday. For the team dinner, which is going to be great fun because we've got a DJ, which we've never done for the team dinner before, so there's going to be dancing. Again, it's going to be fairly casual. We'll save the dressing up for the Saturday night, so whatever you're comfortable in, but, you know, something that you want to dance in as well. And the Saturday night is when you dress to impress. So Saturday night is cocktail dresses for the girls, black tie for the guys, and everybody is going to look very, very glam. So really looking forward to that. You know, as we said, it's a social media conference, so make sure that your phone is fully charged. Perhaps, you know, take your battery charger with you, or maybe an extra battery pack so you can recharge if necessary, so that you can do all the posting that you need to do. Yeah, stay well hydrated. Maybe, you know, make sure you've got plenty of water during the day. Take a few snacks in with you, you know, whatever you need, nuts, and, you know, put some dried fruit or whatever you've got. Lots of Juice Plus, obviously, but you want to be able to keep yourselves really sort of fully fueled and raring to go for the whole 2 days to get the most out of it.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Michelle. So that's a great advice there. And, you know, if we go with a really proactive attitude, we will get a huge amount out of it. And I totally agree with what Michelle said, really. We're going there not as students, we're going there as prospective teachers. And that's how we have to look at it. How can I pass this information on to other people? That's really got to be our attitude. How can I distill this information and teach it to my team and new people that are going to be joining me? That's lovely. Well done. So now let's move on. And Sue and Bob Burdick are in their car at the moment. Bob, are you there? Hello? Bob? I did see you a moment ago, but yeah, Bob, hang on. Bob.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You're so welcome. And we'd love you just to talk a little bit about your attitude towards inviting to the conference and how critical it is to be really urgent in these 3 weeks running up to the conference now.
Oh, sure will. When Sue and I got involved 29 years ago, you know, we were broke, rented house, old car, working 7 days a week. I got involved for the money. So I asked my sponsor, I said, what are the income producing activities? He said, sharing the product, sharing the business, and promoting events. I said, what's the number one income producing activity? He said, promoting events. And I didn't understand it at first, because you don't get a commission for bringing somebody to an event. And the conference is a Super Bowl. What I realized over time is when people come to an event, particularly a conference, they see, number one, a bigger picture, and number two, that they can do it. When you know, no disrespect to anybody, but when I went to conference, I saw some idiots getting rich. I never thought I'd make the money I'm making today, but I knew I could do well here. It gave me way more confidence. And also, if you pay attention at conference and you go to the classes, you don't leave the conference without it. You take notes. I heard Father Shea one time said a short pencil is better than a long memory. Take notes when you're there. Okay, the smartest people in the world are the ones that learn the fastest after they know everything. And we all get to some point in our life in some area that we think we know everything. But if you're willing to keep on learning, in this business, okay, the philosophy stays the same, but the systems change over time, and you got to keep up with the systems. So getting people to conference, Sue and I were able to take 22 people to our first conference, and we never looked back. Okay, it's not only the number of people, it's the number of different lines that you take there.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Yep.
Okay.
Good, Bob. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. Is Sue with you? Is there anything Sue would like to add?
No, we just told them we're picking up some food. We're actually going to a funeral later on this afternoon.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, so
you've got a busy day. Okay, well, look, Bob, thank you.
We had an NMD meeting in Atlanta today.
Oh my God!
But I'll be coming over there on the 4th. So I look forward to seeing everybody.
We absolutely look forward to it, Bob. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much for coming onto the call. Okay, all right. So
thank you.
Let's just now turn our attention to the German conference, which had just been had in Berlin. And Gordon was there, Hub was there, but also Hannah was there. So Hannah, I know you're on the line now, so I'm just going to see if I can come up and, yeah, Hannah.
Hi, James.
Hey, how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I hear you had a fantastic conference.
Yes, we had a great conference. I want to introduce myself a little bit because I think most of your people don't know me.
Yep.
I'm an IMD from Germany and in the business since 25 years. So I have seen a lot of conferences since that. Berlin was very good. It was a very good atmosphere, very good speakers. Everybody takes something else from the conference. What I like very much is new information, new studies. We had very good speakers from the company speaking about products or background of products. Dr. Eberhard Grün, who is responsible for the development of products, was speaking. What I really like, someone who know, was Dr. Nigel Eccles, who did a very good speech. And also this interview rounds with experts, I think you will have it too in England, were very good to see the difference. Professor Tulzer, who is responsible for the children's studies, was very good. Of course, recognition also good. We had a recognition in the team. Hub is on the call, who just did the QNMD in a very, very short time. So that was great, and that was a good part of the conference. And also, of course, the motivation speakers. We had some speakers who told their stories. How did they get to the positions they're in today? And as you have it in England as well, today the positions are reached very fast with the help of the internet as well. So we had a young guy speaking at the end, Lukas Spies, who got very, very fast to a good position. And I personally like the guy who's Stefan Kohl, also a good story. And of course, at the end, the president, Jay Marty from the States, who's always an inspiration.
Great, great, Hannah. Thank you very much indeed. I mean, it's so exciting to hear your feedback after all this time of being in the business. And it's amazing.
Oh, I forgot the team dinner.
The team dinner. The highlight. The highlight.
If you want information on that, look at Gordon's page, so you know all.
Well, you guys are just amazing the way you bring your team together, and that's.
And it was your birthday.
And it was
it was the first conference after 40 conference. I had birthday on Saturday, so it was very nice, really lovely.
Good, Hannah. Well, happy birthday. All right. Well, look, thank you very much indeed. So that is really interesting. And and what's fascinating about this is like a global phenomenon now. So we're not just talking about the UK, but we're talking about Germany, we're talking about Italy. You know, we are on a worldwide mission now, and something really, really extraordinary is happening. So Hannah, thank you very much indeed. So we'll now turn to Hub. So Hub, are you there? We'd love to know your impression.
Yes.
Are you there?
Sorry, James. What was your question?
No, my question was really about your impressions of the conference about Berlin. And what you felt about it, and I know you had some new people there as well, and perhaps what they felt about it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, for me, it was a very good conference. If you look at the first day, even the famous the three doctors that spoke, the first doctor, Dr. Tilson, for example, at the end of his speech, he said. He felt as an obligation to tell the people about the product. When you hear someone like him say that, that's a strong sentence from people like that. And what stayed the most with me was that Juice Plus is not only the green, the red, and the purple capsules. It's more than that. It's not just alone. Inspire healthy living around the world. It's more than that. It's the philosophy behind it. What we do and what we give more to other people than just good food. For me, that was again a recognition from what I'm doing with my team myself. So it was a very good day. And the last guy, the young guys, me as an old guy, we can learn so much from the young people who are going so fast. And so devoted and so hardworking. I learned the most on the conference from the young guys. It was amazing. The whole conference was amazing.
And what did your guests think, Hub? Because obviously, you take people along that are new people. What was their impression?
Yeah, they were amazed. They when we drove home, I said, "What do you remember? What are you going to do?" And they all four, they set new goals. They were inspired. They felt strong. They believe more. They want to set goals. They want to be on the stage. And at the end of the conference, there was beautiful news. In March 2017, the great conference is going to be in Holland. So we can invite a lot of people to Holland. And they set their goals for the next 3 months, and then they set their goals for Amsterdam. So it was perfect.
Great. Oh, well, that is amazing, and that is incredible for you guys. So, but again, it shows we're becoming very pan-European now.
Yeah, if you look at the figures and what we grow last month, it's incredible. And you're on the right company at the right time and the right product.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was saying to Gordon this morning, I've never seen anything like this. In all the years I've been in the company, I've never seen anything like this. And I think something absolutely extraordinary is happening. And we don't want to miss out on it. We don't want to be saying, well, I remember I was there and I just watched it happen. We want to be part of it. We want to be part of it.
Yes, absolutely.
It just takes us picking up the phone, talking to people, writing people's names down on the list. It just takes that simple action and getting people to the conference, and the rest will just take care of itself. Hub, thank you very much indeed. So, and really look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks' time. So
me too. We will be with I think 20 people from my team in Bournemouth. So we're going to have a party time.
That is fantastic. 20 people from Holland. That's amazing. Go on to Gordon. Gordon, would you just give us a little bit about your impressions about the conference? Because really, you came across to me this morning very, very, very positive. What would you like to say?
Yeah. I mean, I've been to quite a few conferences, as you know, James, over the 25 years that I've been involved in the business. And I mean, I would put this one certainly up to the top 5 that I've ever been to, if not in the top 3 that I've ever been to. The first impression I got as soon as I walked in the door, where are all the older people? They've all gone. It was like a new generation of younger people that were coming through. And that excited me, because we've seen it in the UK and we wondered whether that was going to be spreading across the world. And it's actually come to Berlin, and it was just amazing. And it's the ability that these people have and the grasp that they have of the information that we've actually perhaps, kind of developed over 25 years. They've crammed it down into 2 or 3 years. We mentioned, Hannah mentioned, and Hub mentioned the speaker at the end. He was only a 24-year-old chap. But his knowledge and his communication and his delivery was someone who was much older in those years. But, we know now from our own younger children, that they research things on the internet, they speak things, they read books much quicker than we ever did. They go to all these seminars and they act like a sponge for information. So that was very exciting. The figures were shared for over the course of the last 12 months. And, it's quite interesting to hear the figures. And I'll just very quickly run through them. I'll post the actual figures up on our team page. But the Germanic countries of Austria, Germany and Switzerland were up 40% last year. And they've been fairly stagnant for the last 2 or 3 years. So it shows the growth. And remember, they've got a very big base. So for them to increase by 40% was quite huge. And here's the deal. Dan Holtzman reckons they will be number 1 in Europe again very shortly. So that's a nice, interesting warning. The Nordic countries were up by 48%. The UK was 263%. And remember, that's since we started this whole kind of, if you like, explosion in 2017. Israel was up 343%, and that's a country that's only just started in the last 2 or 3 years. Benelux country, and Hub was jumping up and down, I had to control him at this stage, was up 625%. And that's Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. So I saw Saskia on the call there. So Saskia, you're doing a great job in Luxembourg. But the number 1 country in terms of the growth in Europe, which is no surprise really, was Italy with 874%. And that gave us a total, all-round total for Europe as up 197% over the last year. I mean, as a company, we're just growing and growing and growing. One of my highlights was obviously listening to Jay. I just think he brings so much value to the company. And the thing that resonated most with me, that probably reflects in those figures, is the fact that why are we as a 46-year-old company still growing at this pace, still developing at this pace? And he put it down to the fact that we've got solutions and success and longevity because we've got long-term solutions, not short-term fixes for both people's health and also for their wealth. So that, to me, just resonated so well within what we're doing in terms of our business. We're helping people. We're not giving them quick fixes. We're helping them with their kind of, their health, and we're also helping them develop an income stream they can have forevermore. So I was very excited about it. I thought the conference was well put together. It was great to see all the people, and Hub had a team of youngsters there himself, and it was great just to mix with them. And we celebrated Hannah's birthday, and it was really good to be together as a team.
Fantastic. Great. Well, look, there we go. I mean, it's, as we've already said, it's a phenomenon now. It's happening everywhere. It's not like an unusual situation happening in the UK. It's absolutely everywhere. And this leads us on very, very excitedly to our next topic of conversation, which is the launch of Juice Plus in Dubai. Now, can you imagine what is going to happen with the phenomenal growth that we've got now when we start hitting Asia? I mean, we won't really we won't have seen anything yet in terms of what is going to happen. The networking capabilities of people in Asia is beyond anything we can imagine. So now we've got a successful formula which we're rolling out, and Dubai is the first stop as we roll out across the whole of the world and the whole of Asia. And I actually believe the top earner in our company has yet to be sponsored. And I think that person's going to be in Asia. I absolutely believe that 100%. So we're onto something now huge. And if people are feeling, exhausted and, oh goodness, I've had too many no's, it is time now to pull up our bootstraps, to, get going again, because the best is yet to come. Beyond any doubt. So let's just now talk about Dubai. So Gordon, can you just tell us a little bit about what you know so far? Because I know you've been talking to the people that are launching and getting ready for launching Dubai. Can you talk us through a little bit about that?
Yeah, the countdown has started, let's put it that way. And what we know that's happening is that Dubai, and the dates might be slightly different. Dubai is going to be kicked off in January. The dates that I've got tentatively is the 14th of January. And we're going to be launching that with the capsule products and also the two shake products, complete vanilla and chocolate shakes. And that's going to be the initial products. They've been tested, they've been cleared, they've been certified, and they're ready to go. We've got a Germanic partner who's going to be the master distributor there. And I don't know whether you know about Dubai, but you need to have a local, if you like, partner in Dubai as well. And that's already been set up. And what they're doing, to backtrack just a little bit from January, in October, there's a meeting in the Basel office with all the people that are actually intending to become and go to Dubai to start businesses. And, it's not too late to get on that list. A guy called Gavin Versey, and I put all this information in a letter and posted it up onto Facebook. I probably need to link that into my Dropbox so that you can actually download it, and I will do after this call. But yeah, Gavin will actually kind of be the person to get in contact with. And what I'm trying to do is to actually get Gavin to come to our team dinner on the Friday night. So I shouldn't have really said that, but it will be great. Get him there, and then we'll just get a kind of a list and we'll pass it around the room and just give it to him, I think. But from my experience, going into a country where you've got some contacts is going to be essential. We should now start, if we've got some kind of contacts out there, we should start sending them some information. We can already get products kind of sent out there, and I know a number of you on the call have actually started to do that. And really start to kind of develop. I know that someone in Sue's team's got a Facebook page with already 500 people that are actually on there speaking about, kind of the launch of new products in Dubai. So that's going to be good. Following on for the meeting in Basel in October, there's going to be a soft launch, and that's going to be roughly about the 22nd, 23rd of November. And that's where there's probably going to be maybe 400 or 500 people invited to a room, and they're going to be talking about Juice Plus. And that's, from there, is the big key. If you can get your people in that room at that soft launch, then what you're going to find is that you're going to start to spread the word very quickly within the Dubai kind of setup. And I mean, Dubai is such a rich area. It's an area where, it's not a huge area, but it's an area where there's a massive expat community. There's a big culture of eating and drinking, and money is no object. So, health is something that they do take seriously, and fortunately they tend to abuse it as well. So the products are going to go down there well. And it's very interesting to see what's happening. So I'm excited about it. I plan to go to the launch. I think James is going as well, and Michelle's going to come, and we'll kind of see what happens as we roll out the days and the months before Dubai opening. But that's certainly on the horizon.
Great, thank you very much indeed. All right, so what we'd like to do just in a moment is just to open it up to question and answer. So if anyone's got, I know there have been some questions on the chat, but if you've got any particular questions that you'd like to ask, then now is the time. You may not, you may feel everything has been covered, but please, now is the time.
While everybody's thinking about a question, can I just say, Gordon's got a very big birthday tomorrow. So it's 25 years tomorrow that he's been in the Juice Plus company.
Wow, that's amazing. That is incredible.
So we could do a virtual glass of champagne if you'd like now, guys.
Great. So I just want to ask us the big question now for all of us is, what are we going to do now between now and the beginning of the conference? So it's 18 days now. 18 wonderfully valuable days up until the conference. What are we going to do? Well, I suggest, obviously we've all been calling people, and I'm seeing people, I'm doing one-to-ones with people, I'm on the phone to people. But one of the most important things that I'm going to do is I'm going to make a prospect list all over again of people that I can invite to the conference. So I've got people in mind, but I'm going to write down absolutely everybody realistically that I could invite. Now, who are these people going to be? These are going to be people that we have spoken to about Juice Plus. Maybe they're not customers yet, but we've spoken to them about Juice Plus. Why not also talk to our customers, some of our customers, and we say, well, look, did you know that Juice Plus is growing like mad now? It's just unbelievable. We've got a conference coming up next month. I'd love you to come to it. I think you'd be amazed at what is happening. Let's just find lots and lots of reasons to talk to as many people as we can. And just remember this, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. But there are people out there that are waiting to hear from us. They're waiting for us to talk to them. And there are people who are really, really looking for an opportunity. And we had something incredible here. But as Hub said, we're offering something more than just an opportunity. We're offering a whole life adventure. We're offering people something much, much bigger than what you would first see here. And, just imagine, with the guests turning around to us, who we've invited, turning around to us at the end and saying, thank you so much for inviting me. I couldn't have imagined that this is what it was really going to be. And that is what people will say to us. So are there any questions coming up from, I think there are a few coming up now. Right, so here we go. Rachel has asked, will the Dubai office service the rest of the UAE Abu Dhabi? Gordon?
Yes, of course it will, but the actual launch is for Dubai only. It's not for the rest of the UAE. So it will go into Saudi Arabia, etc.
Well, that's not part of the UAE.
No, but I think it's all part of the Middle Eastern kind of rollout, if you like.
Yeah.
To start off with, we're talking about Dubai.
Okay, good. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are there any other questions anyone has to ask? Okay, good. All right. So, well, everybody, thank you very much indeed for joining us on the call tonight. I think it's been an amazing call. Thank you, Bob and Sue, for being on the call. Thank you for Michelle, Gordon, Hub, Hannah, particularly. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. It's been an amazing call. But there we are. 18 days to go. In 18 days, our whole business could be transformed utterly in the next 18 days. Okay, everyone.
Yes.
Take care. Good night.
Good night. Thanks, James. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.